Hey guys, what's up? Noah here. Just popping on to make a YouTube video. I haven't done one in a long time. I just haven't been able to get out of the house because of work, and the weather has been just miserable. Even right now, it's like super cloudy out. It's not raining at least, so we have that. And to make things worse, I got a drone, so I'm just dying for the weather to get better so that I can actually use this thing. It's right there. I can't wait. I keep hearing amazing things about this drone. The crazy thing is I bought it off a dude, like pretty much off the back of a truck. So I don't even know if it's a box of bricks. I wouldn't even know. So I should probably get on that. But anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is because in response to a video that I had uploaded prior, which was I think it was like the how to make ZV-E10 footage look cinematic. People wanted to know if I could do a tutorial. And I said, yeah, I think I can. I just need to find the time. So I have a bit of time right now. I'm rendering, and then I gotta go eat lunch. I'll probably do it on my lunch break or something like that. But anyway, I have a bit of time right now to film this and then do the tutorial. All right, are we recording? I think we are. Guys, I'm gonna start off by saying that I'm not technical at all. So if you're looking at somebody who is gonna teach you the proper way to do things, don't look at me. I'm just doing this because enough people ask me to do a tutorial because they like the way I color correct. But yeah, let's get started. I don't want this to be too long. I want to try to run through this quickly because I am not technical, so I'm not going to say any technical things. Let's just start off by, I don't even know what the hell is going on here. Let's see what I imported. I see my face there, but like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? That's hilarious. Am I even okay? I am moving. Gee whiz. All right, that's embarrassing. But anyway, let's go on. Color correcting, right? So what you don't want to do is you don't want to color correct directly on top of the footage. That's bad. So what you want to do is you want to create an adjustment layer. Boom. You'll get this little window down here. You want to move this above your footage. So what we're going to do here is we're going to color correct on the adjustment layer. And whatever you do here is going to apply to everything underneath it. I know it sounds confusing, but it'll become clear soon. And I learned this not from anybody, but from After Effects, because I am an After Effects artist, and a lot of the skills that I've learned in After Effects translates really well to Premiere. So I'm going to do that. First off, I guess is there are two different LUTs. One is the correction LUT, which is your leaming LUT. There's a correction LUT that you can get off the Sony site, and those LUTs are just to correct the footage. What that is, it brings out the dynamic range. It makes the image more pleasant to look at so that when you start color correcting, it becomes a lot easier. So let's look at my goofy face right here, and this is just no color correcting on it. What happens when I apply a leaming LUT? Another important thing to note is that whenever you're searching for a LUT, look for the corresponding LUT that you're shooting based on your picture profile. So if you're shooting S-Log3, you're going to use an S-Log3 LUT. In this case, I'm using Cine 2, so I'm going to use a Cine 2 LUT. So what happens is I'm going to just click on that, and as you can see, the saturation got bumped up. The crushed blacks kind of become uncrushed. What crushed means is that it's too dark, you're losing a lot of the detail. It just makes it a lot brighter. So from this point on, this gives you a good starting point to start color correcting. So from here you would go into like, you know, your basic color correction. You would bump up exposure if you wanted to, do this kind of thing. And I think this is how most people color correct. And this is where it gets really dicey because you're shifting things around, and people by nature, we're very indecisive. So one minute we can think this looks great, and then the next minute it looks terrible, and then we're just readjusting this thing. You can spend hours and hours on this and not be happy with it. So like I was saying before, there's two types of LUTs. The correction LUT and the creative LUT. Now the creative LUT is what I've kind of grown really in love with. It's the LUTs that Hollywood uses to give their films flavor. And I know that all I'm doing is vlogging, but you know, maybe deep down inside I want to be a movie director or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, under creative you have this folder right here, or this blade, and as you can see, I have a ton of LUTs. And the same rules apply here as well. Like if you were shooting S-Log3, you would use an S-Log3 LUT. In this case, I'm shooting with Cine 2. Under Creative, I'm going to find a Cine 2 LUT that I created, which is this one right here, and I'm going to apply it, and you'll see the difference. I mean, that's pretty intense, right? It's a huge difference. The blacks are super crushed. It's not looking great right now, so I'm going to have to color correct it a bit further. But the difference is I don't have to do a lot. And I'll show you in a minute. But actually, this is not bad. This is moody as hell. Look at that guy. So angry and full of angst. But let's leave it here. And what I would do is, I noticed that the blacks are a bit too intense. So natural thing to do would be mess around with the exposure. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to mess around with the shadows. Just slide these things around like this, just a little bit. I'm not even going to touch it a lot. I'm just going to leave it at that. Maybe boost the saturation of my skin up just a tad. The other thing I would do is, I'm a huge fan of this. I do this with all my videos. Is I'll see this faded film slider. I'll crank it this way, and look how much softer it makes the thing. It just makes it look more like film. And I think this is the secret to that filmic look, to be honest. Because every time I do this, it goes from good to like amazing. So this is after, this is before. A lot of people like this look. I don't know, this crushed black. I don't like it. I like to do this. That's about it. I'm pretty happy with it. The other thing I might do is mess around with the curves, but again, if I really started getting too crazy with this video is going to take forever. I'm just going to show you the basics to kind of get you started. Another thing I would do is, I notice in this footage, wow, what a terrible time to pause. That's embarrassing. I notice there's a lot of blue back here that I really like, and I want to kind of brighten up my face there a bit as well. So this is another popular thing that everybody likes to do, is in the shadows back here, they like to push a lot of blue into it, which I will do now. Just a little bit. I don't want to get crazy. Like that. And for the midtones, see my skin start to get blue? So for the midtones, to kind of bring that back to that orange look, I'm going to pull this up like this. And that looks pretty good to me. Very atmospheric. I like it a lot. This beginning shot I'm not too concerned about. I like the way that's shot. This looks good. The other thing I would do is vignette. I'd drop a vignette in there. A lot of people hate it, but I love it. Reason why is because it makes it, it gives it depth. It puts a lot of focus into the face. So I really like it a lot. A lot of people will actually go through great lengths to remove it, but not me. I'm weird that way. Yeah, and I think that's it. Let's see. Okay, Peppa Pig's house is a bit too overly saturated, but I don't want to desaturate it on this adjustment layer, because if I did that, then it would desaturate all of this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do the color correcting on the footage itself. So I'm going to go into basic color correct, and I'll desaturate this just a little bit like this. And I think that's good. I like that. That looks really nice. And yeah, that's it. I mean, again, I'm not a technical person. I just go by eye. I think it's just the last couple of years I've failed a lot. I've messed up a lot of footage, and it's just through learning. I think just through shooting a lot. I just recommend, if you have a camera, just bring it everywhere. Get a little fanny pack, travel light, and just bring your camera everywhere and just start shooting. And I'm going to tell you, 90% of it you're not going to use, but every time you use your camera, you're going to learn a bit more, and eventually you'll be able to just eyeball everything, and everything you create is just going to come out looking pretty good. But anyway, I think that's it. I think I'm going to close it off there. I think the video is kind of running pretty long already. But if you liked it, awesome. Thank you very much for viewing my videos and commenting. It really, I never expected this channel to be anything, to be honest. And the fact that you guys like it is awesome. It's a huge bonus to me. So again, thanks again. I may cut a movie together, actually. Now that I think about it, I have a craving to put some music to this thing, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it. Peace out, guys. Later. Recently, I've began to ponder my existence on this planet and just got to thinking that, is this all worth it? It would just be much easier if we just all lived in Peppa Pig's treehouse.